Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey, and welcome back to another Software Inc. episode. This is going to be episode 2, and like I mentioned in the first episode, we are going to start designing our own piece of software. And honestly, if you guys even remotely watched the end of my last episode, you're going to see that I literally stopped it exactly where, and I haven't played it at all since. So we're actually going to be looking at what we're going to be designing here in today's episode. I have an idea of what I want to do. I just don't know how much time it is actually going to take, because we are going to have to sprinkle some contract work in there, or we're going to have to hire somebody in order to actually continue that, because we want to make sure that our business reputation is as high as possible. And that's actually why maybe even in the future, we might have a contract team that is all their whole job is to work on other things that other companies want. And that's it. So we can actually continue improving our business reputation with everybody, and so we can get better deals in the future and all kinds of different things. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Eventually, I'm probably going to be designing my own office. I just don't know how that's all going to be working. No idea. Or we're just going to go ahead and lease like absolutely mad. Now, there's only 3 options for leasing. We have the skyscraper, which is where I eventually would like to be, just because these layouts, like these rounded rooms, really kind of suck. I mean, and that's how all of this is on this entire building, except for like these middle offices, which then they go outside. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. What do we got up here? That is, there's no basement in this place. So if there's a tornado, I guess we're just screwed. All right. Wait, is there? Okay, I thought there was like 2 basements on. I was like, when did that happen? Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at creating and developing our first software. So the first one that it obviously has us choosing is the chance at doing an operating system. Now, this is what I would actually go after. I would do a couple of things, a contract, just to give myself a little bit of extra money, and then I would immediately start working on developing this. But you can see that if I start going into all of this, look how long this actually takes to complete. 9 years. No, I don't. There's just no way that's even going to be possible. I mean, what? That can't really even be a thing. All right, let's go ahead and go back and kind of choose what we're going to be actually working on. So these are our choices. There's really not that much in the standard game itself. I used to play with the hardware mod, and it gave us a lot of options of doing like monitors and processors and motherboards and other things like that. And I kind of missed that option because there really isn't that many things to choose from. So at some point, I would like to have a team for an operating system, a team for 2D, a team for audio tool, a gaming like studio, maybe even having like separate buildings. Like all of this is being worked on one building, and then having a game studio, considering that we're called Gamer Inc., in its own building, which require a lot of space and a lot of money upfront cost to do it. Plus, we're also going to need the option to really be sustainable for our income. So whether that's by interest, if we take a look at our interest that we can earn, and that's basically going to this umbrella insurance and depositing some of the money that we have, which we definitely could do that right now. Basically, whatever money that I don't need after this project, then I'm going to start putting money into that savings. And then the other thing that we can eventually start making money on is going to be like licenses. We'll have sales. We could eventually make marketing. I don't know if we're going to hire that out permanently or if we'll actually develop a marketing team. It seems like it would cost a lot between the royalties that you're going to be paying out. The distribution you can never get away from. It is what it is with that. However, we can save a lot of money on royalties in the long term. However, short term, I think the first couple releases that we do participate in, I think we're just going to have to let that company go ahead and handle at least the marketing aspect of it. I think I'll handle the printing, and we won't go overboard, and we'll have to babysit it, so to speak, in order to really make it work. So let's just kind of continue with looking at what we want to do for software. So we have the operating system. We got the 2D editor. So if I were to do a 2D editor, how long would this take to kind of work on? Oh, see, I can't even do that. It'd take 5 years. Okay. Audio tool. Five years. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. We got the different games that we can choose from. This is why I want to make like a game studio at some point. So if I do role playing, about a year, 2 years, 4 years, open world, adaptive music. That doesn't really change anything. Advanced HUD, branching story. Okay, adventure. I'm guessing that all these actually take about the same amount of time. Ooh, that one's actually... Oh, I didn't even choose these options. Yeah, so all the games are going to be basically the same. Office software, we've got default. If we were to do this, how long would this take? You need to enable the system. Okay, well, we could do that. Oof. 5 years to do that. Plus, we have one other thing that we can actually take a look at. Let's see if we do this, 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 and this. That's about a year. That isn't bad. Hacking alerts and file. Oh, I should just do all of that. That's 2 years for an antivirus software. That might be worth it. All right, so if we go ahead and click on this little advanced button here, we can actually create our own framework, which takes another year to do it, and we can actually call this whatever we want. Like, you know, we could name this Gamer 4D Tech. So basically just replacing that first word there with gamer. And then people will eventually give us licensing fees if they use this framework in the future. So that's kind of what we want to be able to do as well. But we might not necessarily want to create a new framework every single time, because it could, if we use this existing later, then we could actually speed up our production and our product that we're working on by using an existing one. But we don't really want to use somebody else's, just because, at least right now, because I don't really want to, and I don't want to have to pay licensing fees. That's just not what I want to do. So if we go ahead and click on next page, you can see that we have an expected interest 100%. Now you could actually take these away and try to get the 100%, like say application scanner. Okay, what can we actually get away with and still get 100%? All right, so if we go to the next page, and then we go into add, let's see what... So if I add this one and this one, because that is the most for the operating systems. Basically, we're choosing what operating system we want to be able to use. So we're looking at Pen 3 and Sloth Shade 3. Yeah, I guess we could probably do that. There's only one mod that I'm actually considering doing, and that's basically give us like real names of companies, because like Age Monkey Ltd and Throwcell. I mean, Throwcell is okay, but Age Monday, like Age Monkey, oofda. I don't know where I saw Monkey first. Monkey see, monkey do, I guess. Let's go ahead and do that, okay? But we're gonna have to pay a little bit of licensing fees because we're gonna be using that operating system for it. Now in the future, we could actually use our own operating system, and that can save us some money as well. Next page. Now we can actually drag this little thing around, and we can try to get 100%. And right there is 100%. So passive protection, active protection, and monitoring is kind of what people want. And we were able to boost it from that 98% up to 100 using this little slider for this market targeting, which is awesome. And now this is actually going to take us a lot less time, because if we actually go back, you know, look right here, approximately 2 years. It was 3 years by including all this interface, but it's tech from 10 years ago. Do we really want to use that in our virus software? And it's not really, we'll just say, wanted right now. So we'll just kind of do with that. Now we're going to go next page. Now this is going to be really interesting here. Now it's saying that that we should have 3 designers and 5 programmers. I'm not going to do that. It is October of 1980. Now, when we choose our publisher here and we decide that we're going to go, you know what, please do marketing for us, they're going to take 12.5%, and then they're dictating when they want it released. So it says it's going to take 2 years, approximately 2 years from now, but they want it released in January of 82, which is only a year and a couple months away. So the question is, at this time, do we want to have this company doing our marketing for us, or do we do it ourselves? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have them do it. They are gonna take 12%. I could do operating system exclusive rights, and that will mean that they will take less in royalties. But I'm okay with them taking a little bit more to have it on the 2 major operating systems. Now, if there's only one operating system out there that had all the active users, then by all means, I would actually go ahead and just use that one. All right, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and push OK on that, and everything looks good. And we can actually go ahead and start developing this. Oh, I haven't picked a name. No. Previous page. And we're going to go G Protect. I think that will be a good name for it. Yeah, G Protect. A lot of our stuff I'm either gonna go with like Gamer or G, like Gamer Protect, but I'm gonna put G Protect, hence the name of the company. And let's go ahead and develop this. Yes, I do know that my team is not that big, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start working on this. Now we are doing this all on our own, and I do want to try to get up to iteration 4. If possible. That's at least what I would really like to be able to do. I don't know if it's actually going to be possible because we want to try to get this release as close to January of 1982 as possible. It's honestly, it's not going to happen. The only way that we can actually release it January of 82 is to make it some crap software that's just not going to do anything. And quite frankly, we don't want G Protect, and we don't want our business reputation to suffer because of any type of issues that we're having with the software. Now, if this does actually decently well, then I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is probably bring in somebody else to help me, at least with the service aspect, which you can hire somebody specifically for service now. And that's what we're probably going to have help with, because I'm a programmer, so the service people will handle any issues that are coming in, and then I'm a programmer and I'm on the same team. Eventually, we'll probably create our own like support staff, maybe like support 1, support 2, support 3. It honestly depends on how big of the company we really decide to go. But we can actually look for the service, and then we can actually do the and we can get charged a lot of money to look for a person, and we don't have that much money right now. This is why I really wanted that $150,000 like start up front, and then we also have to make sure that we're watching our business reputation, because it can go down because we're not doing anything for other businesses, and that is actually in the long run going to cause a lot of problems. Now, we only lost $583, and that's basically because of our rent and our bills, our rent and our electricity. So that's perfectly fine. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and speed up some of this time. And once I get closer to that, maybe $100,000 mark, then I might consider maybe doing more contracts. But the nice thing is it's just me. So I'm not paying for my own person. But if we were to hire somebody and actually look at hiring somebody, they could cost us a lot of money. I mean, look at that, $10,000 a month. Well, $10,000 a month is only going to last us 16 months. If somebody costs us 10 grand, that's how expensive it is to to hire somebody. So the first software that you really want to go into, take your time. At least that's my recommendation. That's always how I've done it in the past. We'll see if it still works in Alpha 11 or not. Oh, it looks like we can actually do some education. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and click on our character. We're going to go ahead and educate. And let's do designer of 2D. That's going to be 2 stars for each of that, which is good. Did that not choose it? I had to have. All right, maybe we're just still learning. But I don't really want to spend that much money right now. And oh, hang on. What happened here? March of 81. Oh, education. Education was $2,000. That's okay. That was expensive. Oofda. Okay. We do need to slow this down. We have to bring in some maintenance and some IT to fix our computers. So our computer is at 23%, and our cameras aren't watching anything right now, which is not what we need to do. Manage staff. Let's call maintenance and IT. Now that's going to cost us quite a bit of money. There's no way that's only $200. There's just no way. I guess we're just going to have to get through this day and see how much this is going to cost. There's $300 now for the staff. It's an upfront cost plus however long it takes them to actually work on it. But it's only one computer, one camera, and then the maintenance on the other stuff. So it shouldn't be terribly expensive. Yeah, well, it was $300 to bring them in, and then almost $400 for the repairs. So I guess that's not terrible. We are on iteration 4, though, already. So we actually are moving along pretty good. If we can actually get this out before January, or, well, we can't get it out before, because if you could release it in any month other than January of 1982, then you get sued. Now, as far as getting sued goes, it's only $50,000, so it's not that expensive in order to do this. But let's I think I want to go ahead and fast forward this, and then we can really start focusing on getting some of our team in here. I really want to be able to get this up to iteration 4. But we're going to have to probably start coding this. Actually, what is this actually going to take here? Just system. Okay, well, that's good. We're pretty high at system. It's about halfway. But we're going to have to probably start in at least September, I would assume, in order for us to get this completed on time. But look at that. We've only spent like $4,000 over the last... Okay, let's go back a little bit. We spent a little bit more. Not much more, though. So we could have easily gotten away with this with less money. I guess typically I'm used to hiring other people. Look, we got a cat just roaming around there. I wonder why they have like random roaming cats in the game now. Look at this fat cat. Why can't this? It could be a dog. I mean, why can't it be a dog? Why can't there be dogs then? That'd be funny if they would actually come and sit on your computer inside of your business. That'd be hilarious. If they would actually do that. Oh, we're so close to getting it complete. Come on, hurry up. We are definitely not releasing this in January, though. There's no way that we're going to be able to program it that fast. I mean, we're probably going to need all of October and probably November to finish this up. It is so very close. We got just a little sliver left. And we've almost finished it. Almost finished it in October. Okay, so we're going to have to go ahead and develop this like as soon as this pops up to be developed. And develop. Go. Bust your butt, guy. Bust your butt. Keep going. Work. You workaholic. You should put in like 24-hour days. You're cramming to get this released in January. We have 1 month to do it. It's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen. There's no way it's going to happen. I can't imagine that it's actually going to happen. I mean, our stars are doing pretty good. We're still business Our reputation's at 4.25 star. Yeah, we're only at 45%, you guys. There's no way. There's just no way that this is going to happen. Yep, there goes January. We're losing followers now. We only had 120 anyway, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But we don't want to delay this too much longer. Let's just go ahead and do a quick review. It's gonna cost us $5,000 to do it, but I want to see kind of where we're at. 8.1. That's not bad. It's not bad. If we can get it up to like the highest I've ever had a program was 9.9 was the highest that I've ever done. Let's actually go ahead and slow this down. Let's do some education here for our guy. Our guy is ready to get educated here. Let's go in system, since that's kind of what we're focusing on anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up time. All right, keep going, guy. Keep going. I mean, we're already late, so it doesn't really matter. We're only down to 30 followers. Oof, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Should we do, let's do another review real quick to kind of see where this comes out at. Let's go ahead and check it. Actually, let's slow this time down just a little bit here. Oh, something broke. What broke? Oh, 9.9. That's fantastic. We're gonna release it with the bugs, promote and release. We're gonna go ahead and grab this and let's do 25,000 units for now. It's gonna cost us $50,000 to do that. We did release it a little bit late. I mean, it's 4 months late, but it's fine. I'm hoping that we can recover that. We're gonna have $50,000 for that settlement fee. Oh, and our business reputation took a dive because, well, our publisher reported us apparently. That little snot. All right, we got another education opportunity. No way. Educate. Let's do audio, and we got 2 stars for each of those. Fantastic. Actually, let's just go ahead and fast forward to the end of this day because we want to see how much money we're gonna make. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Well, you know what? Fine, we're gonna settle. Okay, so let's go to today. Yeah, we made it. Okay, even with the settlement cost, we still made pretty decent money. Why did it skip 2 days? It just because we were in court, maybe? It had to have been. Had to have been. But, look at this. We're already doing really good. If we look at our releases here, we've already made a profit on the actual product of almost $98,000, which is pretty amazing. Now, eventually in the future, we will be able to... how can it only be a great quality? We did aeration 4 and it was a 9.9. That should be outstanding. Come on now. But in the future, we'll start getting money from, hopefully from licensings, from people using the license. At least that's kind of what I'm hoping, that we can actually get from it. So, yeah, we'll just have to kind of pay attention. We are working on the queue right now, which there's a lot. So I think what we need to do before this episode, or actually, you know what? We're going to do it, I think, in the next episode. We're going to hire maybe a service or 2 people, and we actually need to get our maintenance in here as well. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode of Software Inc. And if you guys did, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys, stay gaming.